Hi, this is Matt the Cat again with more tips on what truck drivers make, what the average rates you should be getting in this business for dry van freight. I've done reefer, dry van, and flatbed. Right now it's November of 2021. 2014, the average rates were about $1.60 a mile for dry van. Reefer freight and flatbed freight was always the best. It was always about $2, $2.20, $2.50 a mile back in 2014. It's November 2021. The rates are average rates across the nation. For dry van freight, you should be getting no less than $2.50. That's bare minimum. You're desperate, you want to load $2.50 a mile. Average rate for reefer, about $2.80. Flatbed, going to be about the same, $2.80 to $3. These are very bare minimums you should be accepting. If you accept less, then you're just creating a snowball effect for everybody out here. If you're the guy that's always going to take a load for $2 a mile, well, then the rates are going to go down for everybody. Anyways, you should be averaging $3 a mile for dry van freight. Sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 5. Basic rule of thumb is anything less than 1,000 miles would be $3 to $4 a mile for dry van freight. And I'm going to stick with dry van freight. That's what I'm currently doing. $3 to $4 a mile for 1,000 miles or less. 500 miles or less, you should be getting $4 a mile. But your average runs will say 800, 1,000 miles, you should be getting $3 a mile minimum. Long runs going coast to coast. I just bid on one this morning. I lost it. I wasn't quick enough. But North Carolina to Seattle was paying $7,400. $7,400. That's on 3,000 miles. So that's less than $3 a mile, but you're getting a long run. So usually, the more you go, 1,000 miles, they're going to start dropping the pay a little less. You don't have to stop and go throughout the week. You got one load, one shot, but you can do it in 4 to 5 days. 5 days, about average. 6 if you're running into some traffic and stuff. But in a week, you're grossing $7,000, $7,400 coast to coast. So I like to do that. Sometimes I'll do small runs. A couple grand here, a couple grand there. By Wednesday, Thursday, I want to be at $5,000. Friday, I pick up a long run. I'm done by Monday. That run's paying $3,000. Once again, you want to gross between $8,000 and $10,000 a week. The rates right now, once again, minimum you should be taking is $2.50 a mile on long runs. That's 1,000 miles or more, $2.50 a mile. $3 a mile minimum on 1,000 miles or less. You want to be between $3 and $4 a mile. Also keep in mind when you're going through mountains, you're going to have to go through mountains. Try to get more. Most brokers, most people will pay an extra $100, $200, even $50. There's not a broker in the world that won't give you an extra $50. Always ask for more. Bring up tolls, bring up mountains, bring up gas prices of $4 a gallon. You will get those rates. Those rates are consistent. I do not move this truck for less than $2.50 a mile. The company I'm leased onto, I'm doing a lease. The company, I have bills to pay. I don't move this truck for less than $2.50 a mile. I won't do it. And if it's a local run under 1,000 miles, to me that's local. Under 1,000 miles or a 500-mile run, I don't do it for less than $3 a mile. Don't even call me. Don't waste my time. And they won't. They know you're serious. They won't mess with you. If you're excited about $2 a mile and you take it, you're screwing us and everybody else. Don't take cheap runs. Know what you're worth. You're the one doing all the work. The companies are taking the money. They're sitting on their ass in front of a computer. They go home every night. You got to remember, they work for you. You're paying them a percentage to book you freight. They go home every night. You have to live out here for 2 weeks at a time. You want the best rates possible. Those are the rates. Another tip, you can look at all of them, but the easiest one that most places go to is use the DAT Freight Rates. You can Google DAT Freight Rates. D-A-T. David, Adam, Tom. DAT Freight Rates. Hit it on Google. Look at it. It'll show you. It'll give you the breakdown, averages, the lanes, whether it's West Coast, East Coast, Midwest. You'll see what I'm talking about, and it's true. Don't do loads for less, especially when gas is over $4 a mile on the West Coast. Averaging about $3.50 on the East Coast, $3.60, $3.80 Midwest. The gas is expensive. Don't do loads for less than $2.50 a mile. That's on long runs. Short runs, $3 a mile. Good luck. Don't truck drive.